Hello, welcome back to Books and Buddies. Today we are going to be reading Math Fables by 𝘮𝘢𝘬, illustrated by Heather Kuhn. Dinner guest. One spider waited patiently. At last, her web was done. Just who would come to dinner now and be the lucky one? A fly, a moth, mosquitoes would be great. It's nice to know all good things will come to those who wait. Trying times. The sun was shining overhead. The skies were bright and clear. For two young birds safe in their nests, the time fly was here. With wings spread wide, one bird took flight, but fluttered to the ground. The other fell from the sky and very nearly drowned. The two birds practiced all day long until they both could fly. Sometimes the most important thing in life is just to try. Family affair. Three turtles living in the woods were always on the go. One day they headed for a pond, albeit very slow. The youngest one soon raced ahead, but accidentally tripped. The other two caught up with him and found that he had flipped. They quickly grabbed him by the shell and rightened him once more. All three agreed wholeheartedly that's what family's for. Going nuts. Four squirrels frolicked in the leaves one brisk fall afternoon when suddenly it dawned on them that snow was coming soon. We haven't any winter food, three frightened squirrels cried. I guess we better get to work, a pundit one replied. Two squirrels raced to gather nuts and made a great big mound. The other two then buried them in stashes underground. All four slept very well that night, no longer feeling scared. They learned it's wise to plan ahead and always be prepared. Midnight snack. 5 smart raccoons set out one night to get a bite to eat. They came upon a garbage can, a most delicious treat. Two quickly grabbed it by the rim and were pulled on his side. We're going to have a feast tonight, the other three all cried. Before we eat, let's first give thanks, 4 thoughtful raccoons said. The youngest one put down the food and bloated his little head. We offer thanks, all 5 began, for each unfinished plate. Leftover food and chicken bones we so appreciate. Tools gold. Along the rocky ocean coast in water clear and blue, 6 otters like to swim and play and look for shellfish too. One afternoon, 2 saw some clams along the ocean floor. 4 quickly dove to scoop them up, then hurried back for more. These shells are hard to pry apart. 5 pulsed otters sighed. Try striking them against a rock. One clever one replied. A group of 3 tried this technique and found it worked quite well. The other 3 then followed suit and opened every shell. The 6 smart otters were content. All had their fill of clams. They each also learned to use a tool and not their hands. Gone with the wind. The autumn air was growing cool, though days were shorter too. For 7 monarch butterflies, a trip was overdue. We should have left 3 weeks ago, 5 Mother explained. We hate to say we told you so, to know it's all proclaimed. They had to get to Mexico before the winter freeze. One led the other 6 in flight, but stopped the southern breeze. The journey would be very far, 1,000 miles or more. The monarchs flew both day and night in groups of 3 and 4. At least 7 made it home. At last all 7 made it home. Too tired to celebrate, they vow next spring to be on time and not procrastinate. Profile and courage. One hot, sultry afternoon, down at the tidal pool, 8 crabs were buried in the sand, just trying to stay cool. The water here is much too warm, 5 weary crabs explained. The sun is very strong today, the other 3 explained. A group of 4 then grabbed their things and headed to the shore. The others followed after him, a second group of 4. As 7 stood casually, one daring crab jumped in, but soon got hammered by a wave and then caught him on the chin. The smallest crab swam out to help, now in the seaward too, with 6 left clearing the shore this bold, brave rescue. The crabs were one big group. Again they numbered 8. They all then thanked their lucky stars for having friends so great. Antics. One warm and sunny afternoon, the month was late July. 9 ants, rather hungry when a picnic they did spy. 3 crept ahead to take a look, while 6 ants stayed behind. some crackers, cheese, a loaf of bread, such treasures they did find. This food's too big for us to lift, 8 worried ants complained. We'll have to work together then, the oldest one explained. With one in front and one behind, 2 carried home the cheese, while 7 picked the loaf right up, as easy as you please. The ants were happy as could be, soon returned for more. They carried 2 big crackers home in teams of 5 and 4. When finally their task was done, the 9 ants felt just great. They each had learned the meaning of the word corroborate. River Styx. Tim Beavers left for work one day. They had a lodge to fix. All marched along in single file in search of broken sticks. A group of 7 raced ahead and found a fallen tree. They quickly grawled off all the limbs and then called the other 3. How will we get these branches home? 9 pulse beavers cried. We need to dig a small canal, a clever one replied. So 6 went back and dug into the river's muddy shore. They soon had made a waterway right for the other 4. The trees were now kinched to move. 5 floated them downstream, and the other 5 then built a roof, the best you ever seen. Their home was finally finished now, with a few things left to do. They quickly patched the holes with mud while cracks were filled by 2. At last the beavers' job was done and Tim let out cheer. They each had earned the title of domestic engineer. The end. And this book is on scholastic.com. You can find it there, along with other great math books and other learning books. This book also has information for higher learning if you're just learning math. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.